Welcome, everybody. This is episode 13 of the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. Bear with me.
No, no, you're sick.
Oh yeah. I got to go do my physical today, and they tried to drain me of all my blood, so it was a blast.
Holy shit.
Yeah, on top of already being sick, so whatever. Anyways, you guys don't want to hear about that. You want to hear about episode 13. Dangerous business.
I think I'd almost rather hear about your doctor visit.
Yeah, probably. I mean, all right. So originally when I watched this morning, before I even hit play, I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to not be negative about this episode. Mm-hmm. And really, I can't be that negative about it. It wasn't amazing. At this point, we're fairly well versed in the idea that there's no real content. Right. It's just little quick bite-sized stories. But this one, it was fun. We got to see BB-8 fight, which was pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
I mean, as he's fighting, trying to find the dude's name. There we go. As he's fighting him, he shoots out his little grappling hook thing and straight up pulled a Indiana Jones / Luke Skywalker move, which was pretty sweet.
Oh, that's the reference.
Okay. And they even had that little bit of a music cue that kind of hinted towards it. So that made me happy. That honestly made the episode for me.
I actually didn't hate this episode. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. It was just, it was adventure. It was action. Kaz didn't act like a complete fucking loser, and he actually accomplished something for once.
I know, in the very beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, to be fair, the whole getting a power coupling in wrong. I mean, like, I'm no mechanical genius. I mean, the extent of my mechanical genius is give me a bottle of Jim Beam and a busted up GY6, and I'll make your little scooter run 55, 60 miles an hour. That's the extent of my mechanical know-how, but you can't really put in a power coupling wrong.
Okay. I don't have any base of reference for that, so I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah, him fixing the ship this morning, whatever. Anyways.
I feel like if Chewie can fuck it up, then Kaz can fuck it up. This goes there, that goes there.
That's fair.
Yeah, okay, so the breakdown of the episode is that Kaz gets parts to fix the fireball because of his own fuckery from the supply depot, which then, in order to pay it back, requires him to take over watching the supply depot, whereas coincidentally Tiraj Key, alien that works for the First Order, is trying to steal a part called a phase connector on behalf of the First Order, in order to, some nefarious end or whatever. But the plot is ultimately foiled by none other than Bitey. What would be considered food throughout any other episode is now a pet.
Yeah. And that was
ends
a
up being
weird.
The savior.
Yeah. And doesn't die at the end, so that was good.
Right.
Like, I never thought that I'd be excited when that thing didn't die.
It's such a weird character. I can't help but like it.
I don't know. Like, I'm all for, like, the weird, stupid animals.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't. Up until this episode, I guess I should say, I couldn't really get behind Gorgs because they were just sort of meh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was cool, but he didn't die.
Yeah, they're stupid, cute, whatever. Orca and Flix, I should say, I'm starting to like more than I ever did before. They're so quirky and strange. They remind me of, this is going to be mildly offensive to some people. I don't mean it offensively, but their sort of quirky back and forth really reminds me of the gay couple from Modern Family.
I can see that. How is that offensive? They're charismatic.
Know. People get offensive.
No, it's 2019. This is the year that people can't be offended. We had the year that last year was the year everybody's offended.
Yeah.
This one's the one where nobody's offended.
All right. They do genuinely seem like a loving gay couple who own their own store. Like, that's
it was just below overt. Like, I think the only thing that could have made it more obvious that they are a couple is if they had kissed.
Right.
But yeah, I honestly I've liked them from the get-go as far as I can remember. Like
they just never had any real personality before now. Like they had quirks and that was sort of their totality, but now you got a sense of actual familial relationship, interpersonal connections between that familial relationship. It was just really interesting.
Is like part Gungan. Yeah. I've never seen a Gungan with feathers.
That's so funny. I don't know why you lie about your father so much. Like, I want to know more about his dad. Like, why is he hiding his dad?
Let's just say fuck Resistance and just get the Flix and Orca spin-off series. I can get behind that.
That would be really good. But anyway, like you already mentioned, BB-8 does a wonderful job defending this sort of, part store, essentially, on the Colossus. And ultimately, Kaz, with the help of Bitey, makes sure that the First Order doesn't get the phase connector that they're trying to get. And so he's the sort of the hero of this episode. And it's the first time that I kind of watched the episode, and I don't know. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate Kaz. I didn't look down on him like a fucking loser failure. He did what he was trying to do, and he wasn't too Scooby-Doo about it.
I'll be honest. I had to watch it a second time because I didn't have any ill will towards this episode. It's like, fuck, I didn't have any coffee this morning when I was watching it, so maybe I just wasn't really paying attention. And then I was watching it right before we got on, and it's like, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm having the same reaction as you are, where we have so many episodes where we are just abjectly negative throughout the entire thing. And then in reflection, I'm like, oh, well, we never brought up that point, which I think was a bit of a nice moment to have. And so I went into this episode with the intention of making notes about what I liked about it. And rather than doing that, I ended up just not even hating it. Like I wouldn't, it's not an episode I would like, hey, you got to watch this series, watch this episode in order to get the tone of the series. That would very much be Sector 6 or Signal from Sector 6, which of course is not the tone of the series.
Yeah, that's why I would argue that, because it's not the tone of the series.
It's the tone that I want the series to.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, I did the same thing. Like I sat down with a notebook and a pen, like, all right, I'm going to, for once, actually make some fucking notes on this show instead of just winging it. And no, I just watched it and was like, that was an all right show.
Yeah. So congratulations, Star Wars Resistance, on making a milquetoast show.
Yes.
And not one that we absolutely hated.
Yes, I will give them a golden star for that. Not quite banana sticker status. Like Sector 6, that's banana sticker status. So they're going to have to work their way back for that.
I just think we need more Quacky and monkey lizards. That's all.
That's it. That's all we fucking need.
I'm excited to see where this is going now. Actually, I have a renewed vigor almost, because I feel like the writers are getting the sense like, okay, we need to turn the corner on this goofiness. We need to give this character Kaz some substance. We've given him the sort of kid dopiness. We've got the audience that wants to watch it in already. Let's develop a little bit of the tertiary characters. Let's get some more actual meat and potatoes to the story. And I feel like even though in this particular episode they didn't really, there's no real reason to bring up a phase connector. I didn't understand what they were alluding to. Like, I know what the First Order is doing, and I still didn't find the significance of this one particular device.
Yeah, it could have been any sort of insert name here type of thing.
Yeah. Which is a little disappointing at this point.
Yeah, the one thing I will give them, like, it's still, of course, it's not overt and it's not, there's no real consequence to this, but they are starting to add just a little bit more danger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which it's nice because it's like building everybody up to the finale, which, if the teaser is any sort of indication of what the finale is going to be, then it's going to be a pretty abrupt and serious ending to the season.
Yeah, it lives up to the teaser. It's gonna be awesome. And I will say, on behalf of T-Roj Key, he's the first character that I actually felt like, okay, this is a bad guy trying to steal. He has an honest storyline.
Yeah,
he's just doing what he can, and when he didn't do it, he was just like, "Ain't life a bitch?"
Yeah, there was like an actual beginning, middle, and end with his part of the story.
Yeah, I feel like
with all the other pirates, it's just been sort of like, oh, we're gonna come in and go pew 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 pew, but not actually accomplish anything, and then say, fucking cheese it, let's go. Like this one actually, he tried to legit kill Kaz. I mean, he fucking locked him up in a storage container and dumped him off the Colossus.
Awesome.
Like that's some shit.
I do have to say that the interaction with the dude that was dropping that freighter, he was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm working here. So am I. All right." Like, I don't know why. It was stupid. It was dopey, but I actually really liked that exchange.
Fucking funny. Like that was an actual goofy joke that worked. Like that had me giggling pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. I do feel better about this episode than I have in many episodes, which makes me feel much better about the series as a whole. And to be honest, if we can once in a while get even as bland as this was type of an episode, I'll feel better about this series. I know it can go so much more. I know it can be more meaningful, emotionally resonant. It can have more impact. It can be so much better than it is. And the writers and the producers must know that. They must be leading up to it. And so I don't know. This episode made me want to stick in, Yeah,
definitely. I'm not going to say I'm looking forward to next week,
right?
But I'm not going to turn on my computer first thing in the morning and be like, "Ugh, fuck, all right, I guess I better watch this."
Yeah. Taking medication just before you hit the power button, going, yeah, sounding like Lurch. I feel like I don't know. I don't want to build too much up because we can just be dropped off a cliff next episode.
Yeah, that's the other thing I'm trying to do is like keep my expectations low. Because then stuff like this happens, so it's like, oh, okay, that was a good episode. I could enjoy it as a goofy little fun thing, not expecting, oh my god, something serious and dire is going to happen.
Yeah. I do have to say, Trajki is the most relatable villain in this entire series so far. The First Order is so like standoffish and obscure. I don't care. The pirates are fucking retarded. I don't care.
Yeah.
The weird bullies on the Colossus are just so superficial and stupid. I don't care. This guy, I was like
2 episodes where they were a thing, and now everybody's friends. Who gives a shit? It's dumb.
This is weird. I don't know. But this guy, I was like, okay. He's trying to steal something. He steals it. He almost gets away with it. And now he's going to face the music. I dig it. Like this guy, he knows where he stands in the pecking order. He was trying to do his best. He was like the first real actual threat. Like he fired weapons at Kaz and BB-8 and he like trapped BB-8. Like I love that.
Yeah.
There was like BB-8 has always been this, sort of protected character. Like he can do anything he wants to do. He's never really in any trouble. This dude, this alien, actually like he contained him. He put a lid on him. He was like, no, you're staying here. Get in the corner now.
Yeah. It's like, well, I can't kill you, so I'll just trap you.
Yeah. I just love that so much. Like no one else has ever done anything like that as of yet. Yeah. So
nobody's ever actually created that much damage if you think about it.
That's true.
Like some blaster.
Even the pirates with their fucking lasers.
Yeah, it's like you'll get a little bit of scoring and that's it. Even with the giant Leviathan monster thing.
It was one panel, one electrical panel.
Yeah, and all it did was short. Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't think about that, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. I like that dude a little bit more now.
Yeah, I hope he comes back. I don't know why. I don't want him to turn good. I want him to stay a bad guy, but I just want him to come back.
Yeah.
And I do want to know more about the Office of Acquisitions and about those 2 quirky characters, Flix and Orca. I don't know. There's something about that. That could be its own Star Wars Office of Acquisitions show.
Yeah.
Which would probably be much more entertaining.
Probably.
All right. So what are you looking forward to in the future of this show at this point? Like anything?
You know what? Honestly, if they keep it up where they start giving us a little bit more each time, which I mean, realistically, they should. This is the second half of the first season.
Yeah.
They have to build it up to make us come back to the second season. Just plain and simple. And with us knowing, in theory, how it ends with it being Starkiller Base blowing up Hosnian Prime, like, they got to give us a little bit more danger, a little bit A little bit more suspense.
There's got to be a build-up for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to too. I wouldn't mind one more episode like this, just to sort of lay a groundwork of, there is a coming danger to the Colossus.
Yeah.
And rather than just jumping in both feet first, even though I would appreciate that as well. But I don't know. I didn't hate this episode. I kind of liked Kaz succeeding what he was trying to succeed in without fucking everything up royally. And even though it left him in a place of indebtedness to the Office of Acquisitions and more specifically to Flix and Orca, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that resolve because I like them so much. So
yeah, they totally set it up for another episode akin to this. So
yeah,
that'd be nice to see.
I'm totally down. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Let us know what you thought of this. I was going to give the name of the episode, but I can't find it. Dangerous Business. It's funny because as far as the episodes released, this is number 12. As far as the numbering of the episodes is number 13. But when I save the images, it says it's number 14.
Really?
Yeah. And so weird. I have to question what was originally slated before this one. Is it the next one? And then is it going to be better or worse? Like, I'm starting to really question what's going on with this show.
I don't know why they do that shit to us. It's like, oh, we're going to release 3 episodes early, but 2 of them are 1 episode.
Yeah.
But we're just going to confuse the fuck out of you depending on which platform you use.
It makes sense because some other YouTube shows and Star Wars podcasts who review these only name them by the show name rather than the number in order to avoid the pitfalls.
Yeah, that's probably smart, but fuck them. I don't do things the smart way. I do things my way. God damn it.
I did it my way.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, I have a blast as usual speaking to you about this. Thank you all so much for listening after the fact. And of course, if you ever want to let us know what you think, you can shoot us an email at theinfernalbrotherhood@gmail.com or shoot us an email or a voice message, I should say, on our Google Voice account. 801-899-6168. And until we can speak of the Force and Star Wars, this is weird. I don't know why I say this. May the Force be with you, people.
Peace out, bitches.
What's up, Princess Moon? Princess Moon.